Right now at 10, a write-in candidate officially wins a seat on La Crosse's school board.
And Governor Evers signs a bipartisan bill lawmakers hope could prevent another Lily Peters tragedy.
Plus, area high schoolers are recognized for their good deeds.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozorowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. Well, we now know who will fill 3 vacant seats on the La Crosse School Board. After canvassing thousands of write-in votes, the district announced this afternoon which candidates were elected to the board. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall has the results. Jeremy.
And Emily, it's been Tim Alberts, Adam Menka, and Jim. Since then, the district has been counting thousands of write-in ballots. Now, 3 new faces are joining the school board. I spoke with one of them about the win and what their plans are as a board member. Tim Alberts, Adam Menka, and Jim Bagneski will be sworn in as the school district of La Crosse's newest board members. Alberts won the most votes with 6,142 people supporting his candidacy. Behind him was 18-year-old Adam Menka with more than 4,000 votes. Both of their names were on the ballot as registered candidates. The winner who wasn't on the ballot, Jim Bagneski. Were you prepared for this?
Not at all. I didn't even sign up and register probably the way I should have, because there's always been such good quality candidates. I looked at the list year after year and I say, wow, there's some good people running for the school board. And this year, when I saw that there were only 2 candidates for 3 positions, I thought I should get involved in this thing.
Bagneski's children went to La Crosse's public schools. He never thought he'd be on the school board. His plans? Focusing on the facilities. In February, the board agreed to put a referendum on the upcoming November ballot. It will ask voters to consolidate Emerson and Spence elementary schools into a brand new facility at the Hogan site and add new classrooms to State Road Elementary to then close Hinchin.
Well, I think it's critical because then teachers know where they're at, students know where they're at, parents know where they're at, and it's hurting the budget right now because of the deficit with too many buildings and not enough students to fill them.
Bagneski says the district's decline in enrollment is a big reason why past boards have gone to referendum. Since state funding for education is tied to enrollment, Bagneski says the community has to figure out how to keep families in the district.
I serve on the mayor's neighborhood revitalization committee, and the big thing there is housing. So how can we develop more housing? How can we have more housing in La Crosse for people to live here? And then also the quality of education. If people say, hey, our kids can stay here and get a quality education, I think they'll stay here and not move on.
Bagneski also wants to keep the staff the district has. He says a lot of people are moving into the community and working in the schools. However, they aren't staying there. Ken and Emily?
All right. Thank you, Jeremy.
Well, La Crosse heading toward another referendum this year comes as statewide support for them is trending down. That's according to the nonpartisan Wisconsin Policy Forum. Wisconsin saw 103 school district referenda between the February and April elections this year. Just 60% of them passed. That's the lowest mark in a midterm or presidential election year since 2010. It's also a far cry from 2018 when 89% passed. State education funding has largely stayed stagnant, but district costs go up each year. So school boards end up going to referendum to ask if voters will pay more in their property taxes to make up the difference. The report says record inflation will have affected voters' own wallets the past few years, which makes them less likely to support a referendum in their school district community. Now, that won't stop the trend. The report predicts many districts will join La Crosse in putting a referendum up for a November vote. Governor Evers is calling for a special session of the Joint Finance Committee to release money for 2 public health crises. It's the latest move in a stalemate between Evers and Republican lawmakers who control the JFC. The governor says the committee needs to release $125 million to fight PFAS contamination statewide, as well as $15 million for health services in the Chippewa Valley. Now, the PFAS funds are already approved in the state budget that Evers signed last summer. Republicans had passed a bill recently creating grants for PFAS contamination, but Evers vetoed that over concerns the bill protects polluters. As for the $15 million, the GOP's original bill had specified that money needed to be used for emergency room expenses. Evers used his line item veto to make the money available for any health services in the region, such as OBGYN or mental health. Evers used that authority to schedule the JFC to meet next Tuesday, though it is unlikely the committee will take action during that meeting.
Evers today also signed a bipartisan bill that expands the Amber Alert system in Wisconsin. The Prince Act increases Wisconsin's criteria for issuing alerts for children reported missing. In the past, an Amber Alert only went out for missing children believed to be in imminent danger. Now, an alert can include missing kids under 10 years old and kids believed to be unable to return home without help. The legislation comes after the disappearances and deaths of Milwaukee 5-year-old Prince McCree and Chippewa Falls 10-year-old Lily Peters.
For 5-year-old Prince McCree's family and 10-year-old Lily Peters' family, heartbreakingly, the circumstances around their disappearances were considered not to have met the threshold statutorily to issue an Amber release.
Evers says the Prince Act will make Amber Alerts to the public faster and help prevent tragedies like these from happening in the future.
Tonight, a Winona nonprofit held a panel discussing housing issues in the city. Winona Area Kitchen Table is a program started by Engage Winona in an effort to bring more housing options to the city. Engage Winona projects in the next 5 years, the city of Winona needs 720 more housing units just to meet market demand. Tonight's panel featured 3 speakers who have experienced housing instability. Winona Area Kitchen Table's program coordinator says she hopes stakeholders will take some ideas away from tonight's panel.
I hope that stakeholders will understand what people go through with finding housing here in Winona, and also have at least 1 or 2 ideas of how we can collab and be in relationship with each other so we can get things going in our community and make our community stronger.
According to Engage Winona, in 2021, Winona County was the number 9 worst county in the state for percentage of rent-burdened households.
Well, sunny skies during the day turned into a little bit of rain this evening, but it looks like we'll have another dry one starting again tomorrow, Greg.
Yeah, we still got dry conditions pretty much at least for the next 24 hours. A couple sprinkles maybe north of Eau Claire over those areas this evening, but otherwise it should remain dry for the rest of the night as temperatures continue to fall back. As you wake up tomorrow morning for La Crosse, 42, plenty of sun in the morning. We'll have more clouds to go in the afternoon, but getting up to the mid-60s by noon. Same story for Eau Claire, some clouds early, but clouds later in the day. Plenty of sun in the morning, getting up to about the 64-degree mark at noon with the clouds increasing. Overall, there's your radar, just a few sprinkles up there. A lot of that is not reaching the ground as it pushes east and begins to fall apart as the sun has set. But that's what only the area you would expect is up north of Eau Claire to see some of the sprinkles towards Ladysmith for probably the next couple hours. Otherwise, skies should become, as I know, mostly clear as we go throughout the night, with temperatures lowering back down into the low 40s or upper 30s depending on location, with plenty of sun to wake up with maybe a few low clouds out there. Otherwise, yeah, dry tomorrow. The rain returns maybe Wednesday night, but we're looking at rain, maybe even a thunderstorm come Thursday with the breezy conditions, but that won't last long. Dry conditions Friday, and then we'll break down what the weekend looks like, which looks like 70, maybe 80, maybe. We'll see.
A lot of good news there.
Yeah,
Thank you, Greg.
The Wisconsin Workforce Development Association hosting its annual Talent Development Conference today and tomorrow. It's a chance for industry leaders to learn about future opportunities for growth and development. More than 200 attendees heard from multiple keynote speakers about how to navigate workforce development and prepare for the future. The conference wraps up tomorrow and will be held in Milwaukee next year.
Voting is underway for the La Crosse Symphony Orchestra's Conductor Wannabe competition. One wannabe is Courtney Locken. She's chosen to donate the money raised for her campaign to River City Youth Hockey. That's the nonprofit parent-run organization that maintains Green Island Ice Arena and is dedicated to bringing an encouraging environment to play hockey for 3 to 14-year-olds in the La Crosse area. Locken says part of the money raised during her Conductor Wannabe campaign will go toward hockey scholarships.
So we offer scholarships every year to make sure that any kid in La Crosse can have access to the hockey program regardless of their financial situation. We also would like to do some updates at the arena that would directly impact our kids, such as locker room improvements.
Each vote is a minimum of $2, and the top 2 wannabes that raise the most money will each conduct a piece in the May 4th LSO concert. You can vote for Locken or a different wannabe on LSO's website. We've got some links attached on our digital platforms.
Several students from area high schools received scholarships this afternoon for their good deeds. The La Crosse Kiwanis Club awarded 9 high school seniors with $750 scholarships to go towards their post-high school expenses. School staff members were asked to select students they considered to be good kids for the scholarships. This is the 49th year the Kiwanis Club of La Crosse has given out this award.
An Arizona Supreme Court ruling could reinstate a 160-year-old abortion ban.
What it could mean for the future of the procedure coming up.
I worked as a truck driver for 36 years.
And then one day I got this letter.
Your retirement will be cut.
Will be cut in half.
You don't forget something like that.
Every paycheck we put money away. But because of Wall Street greed, boom, it was gone.
But Tammy Baldwin saw what they were doing and wrote a bill to save our retirement.
Then she fought like hell to pass it.
What Tammy Baldwin did for our families, you don't forget something like that.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
Arizona's Supreme Court ruled that a 160-year-old abortion ban law can be reinstated. The ruling would make Arizona the 18th state to severely restrict or outright ban the procedure since Roe v. Wade was overturned in 2022.
Danya Backus has more from Los Angeles.
It is a dark day in Arizona.
Arizona's Supreme Court ruling means the state will be able to enforce a law from 1864 that makes almost all abortions criminal.
The near total Civil War era ban that continues to hang over our heads only serves to create more chaos for women and doctors in our state.
The long dormant law makes no exceptions for rape or incest. It carries a possible sentence of up to 5 years for doctors or anyone else who helps in an abortion.
No woman or doctor will be prosecuted under this law as long as I am Attorney General.
The court put a 2-week hold on the law's enforceability and sent it back to a lower court for more arguments about its constitutionality.
This won't be precedent for any state other than Arizona, but it can be persuasive for other, state courts who look to see what other states have done.
Tuesday's decision does away with an Arizona law signed in 2022 that allowed abortions up to 15 weeks, which anti-abortion rights activists challenged in court.
It's always the best decision to protect life as much as possible.
In a statement, President Biden called the Arizona abortion law cruel and said it is a result of the extreme agenda of Republican elected officials who are committed to ripping away women's freedom. Abortion rights advocates are pushing for a state constitutional right to abortion to be put on Arizona's ballot in November. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Several top Republicans in Arizona also came out against the Supreme Court ruling, saying it goes too far and is out of step with the state.
How the solar eclipse had an impact on cell phones.
And we'll look into how web traffic dropped on the historic day in just a few minutes.
Along with the rain coming Thursday, we actually have the Wisconsin statewide tornado drill that'll be occurring twice that day. We'll break down the rain, when this occurs, the tornado drill, and when the 70s will be back. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Here at The Y, we offer more than just a job. We offer the chance to make a difference in a fun, flexible environment where our mission and core values drive every decision we make. Join us in this amazing work. For specific positions and details, visit our website.
Attention parents and kids, it's time to build your future with Ultra Federal Credit Union's Youth Month celebration. Open a new youth account with just $25 and Ultra will match it with an additional $25. But wait, there's more. By opening a youth account, you'll automatically be entered to win our Lego Grand Prize worth $500. Imagine the endless possibilities of what you could build with that. So why wait? Head over to Ultra today and build your future. Visit us online or stop by your nearest branch for more details. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by the NCUA.
After I decided my pain was too much, and my doctor actually suggested that I do visit the Good Feet store. Pretty amazing when they put the arch supports in your shoe and you walk around and you realize there's not pain and you think, how can this arch support in my shoe make my back pain go away? But it works. And how can it make my knee pain go away? It was incredible.
Hip, knee, or back pain? See if arch supports can help you at the Good Feet store.
Who isn't ready for spring and up to 50% off list? It's the spring home sale and big deals are everywhere at Slumberland Furniture. Like this trending comfy sectional for just $15.95 or update your living room for just $4.75. Spring into a comfy lazy boy recliner for just $3.98. You'll find great deals in every department at up to 50% off list, including this cool to the touch mattress. Plus, pay no interest for 3 years at our big spring home sale now at Slumberland.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
It's not an I thing, Dad. It's a we thing.
Get a large 2-topping take and bake pizza for just $10.99. Order now at papamurphys.com.
Results are in for the 2024 Best of La Crosse County. Head to bestoflacrossecounty.com to see the winners in every category. Thank you to everyone who participated, and congratulations to all the winners.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
Here at the Y, we offer more than just a job. Experience the personal satisfaction that comes from nurturing the potential of youth and teens, improving our community's health and well-being, and providing support to our neighbors. Join us in this amazing work.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, there isn't much that will make people put down their phones these days.
But apparently the solar eclipse is an exception to that.
Yeah, cloud computing service Cloudflare says it saw significant drops in internet traffic during Monday's solar eclipse.
Those drops were the biggest in locations that had the best views.
Some of them saw online traffic dips of up to 40% in states within that path of totality.
But even areas that only had partial views still saw people taking breaks from their computers and phones to a lesser extent. Look at what that eclipse did. Gave us a little bit of a reprieve.
Yeah, a reason to reflect, like we heard from one of the experts on Monday.
Right, we need a big celestial thing like that to happen for us to get off our phones.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that will make us do it.
That's where we're at as a society right now.
Right.
Well, we had a very lovely Tuesday here, Greg. Hopefully more of the same to come the rest of the week.
Yeah, we got one more, excuse me, one more day that we got before we do have some showers and maybe a storm coming for Thursday. Really, if you look at the big picture, that's a system that's provided some cloud cover today. 1 and then 2 are going to be kind of combined to give us our shower chance and maybe thunderstorms as we go into Thursday as those come across. One comes from the west, one comes from the south. But really mild tomorrow. We might see a 70, just depends on the cloud cover, how that plays out. Showers, breezy, maybe a storm Thursday. Breezy conditions continue, but dry Friday, and the dry conditions mostly go through the weekend too. But overnight, maybe a sprinkle up to the north, but that won't last long. Otherwise, clearing skies for most areas, waking back up into the upper 30s to low 40s for most locations with a light south wind. Overall, plenty of sun in the morning. Temperatures getting all the way up probably to close to 60 by noon. And then in the afternoon, we're going to start seeing a more increase in cloud cover as that system from the west begins to approach. And we also have a system from the south that will approach. Combined, they give us more cloud cover and maybe a shower coming later. If this holds together as it goes across the area, it'll be fairly dry still. Big picture shows you there's that system to the west and one to the south too. This one's a little bit stronger. This will stay morely to the east of the area, but this one coming through will provide at least a little bit of shower activity, maybe more enhancement as we go into Thursday afternoon, and that's where we could see a thunderstorm in some areas as this comes through. It'll continue to wrap up with maybe a shower going Thursday night into early Friday, and then as we get to Friday, Clearing skies, but the winds from the northwest behind this will continue. So that's what we're looking at through Thursday. Wind speeds generally won't pick up until Thursday afternoon, 15 to 20, a little bit higher in northeast Iowa. Then overnight, it'll be definitely windy, breezy conditions, and that will continue probably through Friday morning and throughout the day. Generally in that 15 to 20, but in open areas, probably 20 to 25. So you'll notice that northwest wind will continue. Big picture for the weekend, all this warm air out to the west is going to begin to pull up to our area. We're going to get a piece of it through the weekend as a storm system begins to develop out to the west. So that'll boost our temperatures up. Big story for the weekend is to keep all the storm track to the north of us. And then if you got plans next week, it really becomes more active because that storm out to the west is going to begin to push over to our areas. So starting late Monday into next Tuesday, it's going to get more active, and that means showers and probably our good first chance. We're going to see some good thunderstorms eventually next week with this setup, which is really a classic system to see this type of wheel in the springtime. But none of that tonight. Really, we're going to see clearing skies, temperatures dropping back down to the upper 30s, low 40s. Tomorrow, we're going to start off with plenty of sun, more clouds in the afternoon, light winds. We might top 70. All the other areas should get up into the 60s definitely. And then we'll have the rain come in late Wednesday night. Better chance on Thursday, but it will not be an all-day type rain. Breezy conditions continue on Friday. Definitely going to be very mild come this weekend with maybe an 80 depending on location, and then next week definitely gets more active with a little bit of uncertainty what goes on. So enjoy the conditions tomorrow. Brief or brave come Thursday, but then we get the warm conditions coming back for the weekend.
All right, a net positive, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the Brewers bouncing back in a big way against the Reds tonight in Cincy. Plus a jam-packed schedule for our spring sport athletes. MVC rivals clashing on the pitch. Rob is up next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
We've done many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. When you're ready to get out and prep your yard for spring, we get you the right products at the right prices. Right now, Rewards members get a free $15 gift card with a $100 purchase of Scotts products. Like Scotts Turf Builder with Halt's Crabgrass Preventer, $69.99 after sale and rebate. Plus, update your spring style with women's Alfred Dunner fashion collections, half price. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Coulee Region Women, your area's award-winning magazine, is now available. In our Own It issue, Ultra Mortgage Lenders help you prepare to buy a home. Meet women business owners like Nicola Zine of Onalaska Animal Hospital, Tiffany Smith of The Hatchery, and Sam Optendahl of Sam Spade Landscaping and Gardening. Tour a farmhouse-style home in La Crescent and own your style with inspiration from local boutiques. Pick up your copy at many area merchants or go to crwmagazine.com to read online.
For the second year in a row, Chevy Equinox has been ranked by J.D. Power #1 in new vehicle quality for compact SUVs. In other words, it's really good, right from the start. Chevy Equinox.
Do that again.
Connected by OnStar. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models, or get $1,500 cash allowance. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $1,000 cash allowance.
Visit hometownchevy.com.
Whether it's a bathroom remodel or comprehensive plumbing services, we at Maxwell White strive to keep our neighbors safe and comfortable in their homes, offering honest, upfront pricing on every service, all backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call Maxwell White today.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
The spring sports schedule is finally heating up. We had a busy one today on the softball circle, on the diamond, and on the pitch. That's where we're going to start tonight's show. MVC rivals clashing at Field for Kids. Central playing host to Aquinas. Riverhawks already up 2. Here comes another, Grace Wilkerson. She's going to find the twine. Central goes up 3-0 just 16 minutes into this one. Later in the half, though, Blue Golds get on the board. Right place, right time. The rebound and the putback. Aquinas cuts the deficit back to just 2. But with just 2 seconds left in the half, Riverhawks get a penalty shot. Kate Heiderscheit makes it look easy. She blasts it home. Riverhawks roll in this one. They take it by a final of 8-2. Staying on the pitch, Logan Luther hosting Toma tonight. First half, Toma already up 1. Aubriana Cruz takes a touch and shoots. That ball finds the back of the net. Timberwolves lead it by 2. Later in the half, Emma Kolb breaks past the defense, fires it past the keeper. Nice shot there. That puts Logan on the board. Toma still leads it by 2, though. Into the second half now. Wolves with a corner kick. One-touch pass over to Emma Miller, who chips it up and over everybody. Timberwolves kept the momentum going. They get a big win on the road. 6-1 the final score. Over in West Salem, big Cooley Conference softball game. Panthers hosting GET. Picked this one up in the 4th. Panthers trail by 2, but with 2 on, Dylan Baird gets one through to right field. Both runners come in to score. Baird ties the game up with an RBI double, but the Redhawks would answer. Tatum Johnson with 2 runners on. She sends one out to center off the glove of the defense. Redhawks go back on top. Bottom half of the 5th now, Sydney Rossler up to bat. She crushes this ball dead center, right past their own Kate Overton. He's still alive, though, but that was a 2-run shot. 6th inning now. We're tied at 5. Runner on third for McLean Heilman. She's going to lay down the bunt. The throw to first is in time, but the throw home is not. Panthers take a 6-5 lead. GET still fighting one in this one. Caroline Mack, runners on. She singles up the middle. The throw home, not in time. That's going to tie the game at 6, but the Panthers did not want extras. McKenna Ely, chopper up the middle. That gets through. Megan Johnson on her way in, and she scores. West Salem walks it off 7-6 over GET. MVC athletes hitting the track at Holman High. Let's start things off with the girls 4x800 relay. The home team will take first with a time of 10 minutes and 50 seconds. Then it was the boys' turn to hit the track with a time of 9 minutes and 20 seconds. West Salem would get the win. Next up, girls 100-meter hurdles, outrunning the rest of the field by 2 seconds. Toma's Lily Joyce comes out on top. Then after that, the girls 100-meter dash, Holman's Lydia Lazarescu would win it with a sub-13-second time. She was flying, but it didn't stop there. Over the boys, Jewel Jackson would dash past the competition as Holman sweeps the 100-meter dash. Back to the girls as they ran the 1600-meter. West Salem's Mia Olson looked good early and continued to dominate as Olson would win it for the girls. Over to the boys' side, the junior from Aquinas getting it done as Declan Gregg finishes at top for the boys. Big game for the Bucks tonight. They were taking on the Celtics, but that was not the story in this one. The focus will be on Milwaukee's 2-time MVP. Giannis going down in the 3rd quarter, grabbing his leg. It was a non-contact injury, and that is not a good sign. He was diagnosed with a left calf strain as of now. We'll know more after he gets an MRI tomorrow. Bucks did get the win 104-91, but the focus over the next few hours will definitely be on the health of their 2-time MVP. Timberwolves also in action. What a night for the young superstar Anthony Edwards, doing it again. Pull-up 3 gives Minnesota its first lead of the game. Edwards would score a career-high 51 points, 130-121 the win over Washington. That sets up a big battle for first place tomorrow night on ESPN. Timberwolves and the defending champion Nuggets going at it. Brewers looking to bounce back tonight in Cincy. Their bats were on fire once again, already up 5-1 in the 6th. Have a night. Blake Perkins lining one back up the middle for a base hit. 3 RBIs on the night for Perkins. Milwaukee takes a 5-run lead. It's 8-1 now in the 7th, and the hits keep on coming. This time it's Sal Frelick serving a base hit to center field. All Brewers tonight in this one as they get the win over Cincinnati. 9-5 the final score. I just want to shout out Tavian Shramick of Blair Taylor.
Yeah.
21 strikeouts. He struck out everybody.
Literally everyone. 7 innings, 21 strikeouts.
Yep.
Literally everyone. Don't see that every day.
You don't. Going back to Giannis.
Literally everyone.
Hopefully, hoping for some good news.
Yes.
Instead of left calf strain. It looked like he was kind of walking off on his own power.
Yeah.
So we'll keep our fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. A hollow victory for the Bucks tonight.
Exactly.
Thanks, Rob.
You got it.
Okay, we'll be right back after this.
At Ashley Spring Semi-Annual Sale, you can spring into savings with Hot Buys $7.99 and under. Plus, shop our Spring Sofa Sale with 0% interest until April 2029 on in-store purchases. Hurry in and meet the all-new Ashley today.
You're thinking about new windows and doors. I've been thinking about new windows and doors for over 40 years. You're thinking about the best window at the best price. I'm thinking about the best window at the best price for you. The best quality, installed by professional installers at a fair price. If you're planning new windows and doors, you owe it to yourself to contact the Board Store Home Improvements for a prompt free estimate. You'll be glad you did. Contact us today.
Did you touch the thermostat? Did you turn it up?
Of course not. Did somebody fiddle with the thermostat?
Dude, it's 85 degrees.
85? Do you have any idea what a couple degrees will do to our gas bill?
Why is it so hot here?
Someone turned up the heat.
What do you think you're doing?
I like to sleep with my window open. You are not supposed to touch a thermostat.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar.
The Da Capo Concert Band will be performing on Saturday, April 13th at the Black River Beach Neighborhood Center. Enjoy great band music by John Williams, Aaron Copeland, Rimsky-Korsakov, and more. Enjoy an evening of jazz at the Onalaska Jazz Festival, April 13th at the Stony Creek Hotel and Conference Center. All proceeds benefit the Onalaska High School Band Boosters.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
Honoring great teachers in our community, News 8 Now presents this month's top-notch teacher.
I like working with my students that are nonverbal and working on communication the most. My goal for my students is to always start their day and end their day with their class so they feel like they're part of that classroom. I could not make it through my day without my assistants. They are number one.
Learn more about this month's top-notch teacher at news8000.com. Brought to you by these proud sponsors.
Meet the all-new Ashley. Discover new styles in remodeled stores, offering everything you need to create inspired spaces. From our store to your door. The new Ashley. It's the love of home.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Well, you probably don't need another reason to love on your four-legged friends, but we've got one for you.
Tomorrow is National Hug Your Dog Day.
Those extra cuddles are beneficial to the both of you. Hugging your dog releases a feel-good hormone called oxytocin in both humans and pups, giving you and your canine a little boost as you bond.
Other ways to show your love? Take Fido on an extra long walk tomorrow or to the dog park, or take a trip to the ice cream parlor for a doggy sundae.
A lot of good ideas there.
That's a Tuesday for your dogs, I bet. Yeah.
My wife and I spoil them for sure at home.
Yeah. I wonder if a lot of local ice cream shops do allow for doggy sundaes, do offer those.
That's
I know,
a good idea.
Starbucks does, but you guys should go out and try one. Take your dog there to a local ice cream shop. See if you get a free doggy sundae. All right, Greg, we'll have one final look at your forecast when we come back.
Wow, Forest Berry Fudge is amazing. This is melting in my mouth.
Dill pickle? Whoa, that's actually good.
Holy fudge. This is the best thing ever.
Expressions brought to you by Valley Fudge and Candy. Find us in Coon Valley, Wisconsin, or order online today.
Quality time with Taco John's. You never forget the big moments, like devouring your first slice of crispy oven-baked taco pizza loaded with 7 layers of classic taco toppings. Or your wedding. Both are life-changing. One-of-a-kind new taco pizza, only at Taco John's.
Hello, I'm Christy Halenka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
It's here, the new Modular One Ultimate Seating Solution at Home Furniture. Okay, so you're shopping for a sofa or sectional. You want a perfect fit. So how exactly do you do that? Well, the Modular One does exactly that every time. Choose from 6 versatile functional pieces starting at $4.49 in 5 great colors. Pick what you need, combine, adjust. That's it. Your room, your way. The Modular One, exclusively at Home Furniture.
Results are in for the 2024 Best of La Crosse County. Head to bestoflacrossecounty.com to see the winners in every category. Thank you to everyone who participated, and congratulations to all the winners.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
All right, Get and Joey, tomorrow maybe 70. We have rain coming, maybe a storm Thursday. The weekend still looks good, maybe an 80. And then next week, looks like more thunderstorms coming in. We're getting into that pattern here for springtime.
Well, we're going to leave it on a high note. We have 70s, potentially 80s coming next week. Okay.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you tomorrow.